Whew. Hello everyone. Well, I managed to build a fire today using a bamboo fire saw. It's a new method for me. I'm happy that I've got a new method to make fire. Although you don't find bamboo too much in the woods around here, it's still fun to fool with. As you know, fire making is my hobby. It don't necessarily have to be a method used in my area. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I did this. Okay, I'm about to begin. I'm going to show you how to make the set after I show you me trying to do this. In fact, this segment was made after the fact. I really didn't know a whole lot to, give any instructions, and I did have to make some tweaks in order to succeed. I started out holding the tender bundle with this, and it may work, but I scrapped that after I failed once, and I started using my thumbs to hold the tender bundle in place. You start out with a pinhole, but as you can see here, as you saw, you're ending up with a much bigger hole. Now what's sawed out here and on the bottom board makes the dust that's going to create the ember. You start out with a pinhole, and you have to saw long enough to make this hole bigger and for enough dust to pass through in order to make an ember. Now, as far as the bottom board, with this old rough pine tree, I can find a place where it's gonna connect well at the tree. It's not gonna slip because of the bark and the crevices. And you wanna hold the other end of the bottom board with your hip and put yourself in a stance where you could press. And I like an angle. I found out I like an angle. And then you hold the tender bundle down with your thumbs, and you do the sawing action. So anyway, in the next segment you'll see me doing that. One fail, and then success on the second attempt. Now this is my first time, bear in mind. I've not done this before. I'm either gonna do it or die trying. Okay, the first time was a failure. Hoping the second time will work, be a charm. It may not either. With all new friction fire methods, you may have to try several times. Everything has to be right. I see it's starting to char a little bit. It's not feeling so smooth, so I'm gonna go a little faster and maybe a little harder. Got smoke. Didn't break through enough to make an ember inside. Like I say, it's a learning process. You see what's happening. You have to make adjustments. I don't know if this will work, but get comfortable. May have got it this time. I'm gonna drop that ember down. At this time, I wish I had more scrapings. Hope this is in frame. Whew. Well, it took 2 tries. That's not bad. I think it's important that the hole end up being large so that the dust will go through into the tender bundle. Seems to be about as strenuous as bow drilling, but it's not hard. And I did it on my 2nd try. Whew, Lord. And that's thanks to the instructions of David West. I recommend his channel if you want to learn how to do friction fire, any flint and steel, ferro rod. I'm sure there's other things he demonstrates I can't think of right now. Fire roll. Anyway, I do appreciate the support y'all have shown my channel. And I'm going to always try to bring you new and interesting stuff. So, again, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Start out by sawing out 2 sections of the bamboo. Okay, it's already split, so what you want to do is go ahead and split it out in half. And that creates your 2 pieces you need. You're going to need a bottom board and a top board These are identical, so I don't think it's going to make any difference which. And then you want to saw out a top board. You don't need this hole. You need a saw, Joe, not a knife yet. All right. There's your top board. Now the top board don't need to be a whole half like that. Just take off a piece like that. Next thing you're going to want to do is take your knife and start making a hole through the top board. Just drill it. Put your finger on the other side and you're going to drill until you feel the point of the knife. At the same time, you want to chamfer the hole on the inside. That's going to be like a vessel for the ember. I'm beginning to feel the point. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. Show you the chamfer. Now, where the point came through, what you want to do is just begin a notch. Just begin it. Don't make a big one. Let's see. Like so. Just the beginnings of a notch. Okay, that's your top board. It's ready to go. The bottom board, you want to sharpen this edge to the sharpness of a butter knife. Just shave off the interior like this until you get to that point. There you go. It's hard to see, but that's about butter knife sharpness. And the last thing you're going to need are some scrapings. Now this was an old dead piece of bamboo, of course. And you want this surface, you want to remove the surface first, because it's useless for your tender bundle. Need more than that. Need about twice that much. All right. There you have a good handful of bamboo scrapings.